Welcome to grade 8 class. Today we are still on fractions. Reciprocal of 1 by 5. If I ask what is the answer of reciprocal of 1 by 5? Right, reciprocal is this will be upside down, correct? This guy will go up and this guy will come down, right? That means 5 by 1, right? 5 by 1, or it is 5 by 1 means it is 5, correct? 5 only, right? Okay, 1 by 5, this is different, right? This answer, if you take in the decimal, this will be 1 by 5 means in decimal 0.2. It's less than 1, smaller than 1. This is 5 by 1 means it is 5, right? So it's much different. It's much different. So be careful when you are writing what you are writing. Okay, so 5 by 1, its meaning is without 1 also you can write down. So that's how it is. 5 is okay. But this one we can't write. This one we can't write without 1. If then the meaning will be changing. But if you write this one without 1, meaning will not change, because if you divide any number by 1, the value will not change. That's a reason, right? So that one we was checking, right? This one we used so much and I explained so much, right? So in this we said reciprocal of mixed numbers, how we went through reciprocal mixed numbers, how we dealt, what was the way we have to deal with. If you want to find out reciprocal of a mixed number, let's say this one 2 and 5 by 2, right? This one, how we changed this one into reciprocal number of reciprocal of this one, how we found out. Shahim gave me the answer. Change this mixed number to improper fraction. So this one you multiply, right? Multiply 2 into 5 is 10, and then you add these two, right? 10 plus 2 is 12. 12 by this the denominator will not change. 12 by 5 is the mixed number changed into a improper fraction. Then you can change this guy to a reciprocal number, means 5 by 12, right? So there is two steps involved. One is mixed number to change into improper fraction, and then that one will be changed into reciprocal number, right? So this is one example we did, and the next one was dividing fractions, right? Then dividing whole number by a mixed number.
We have to change into multiplications.
Yes, first thing we have to do is change this into multiplication, right? That's the important thing that you have to do. Change that into multiplication. That means 2 multiplied by, that means this will change. Before changing, that means before changing you had to change this guy, mixed number. First change that is 3 into 1 is 3 plus 5 is 8 by 3, right? 8 by 3 you take, and then only you can do division will be as it is. 8 by 3 will be there as it is, and then if you are changing it, it's going to be, right, it's going to be 2 will not change. Multiply, if you change the division to multiply, 3 by 8. If you want to solve this, actual solving is multiplication of the numerators to numerators, denominators to denominators. 2 means 2 by 1, we reminded, correct? 2 by 1, that means 2 and 3 only multiplication, not 2 and 8, not 1 and 3. Multiplication is only numerator, denominator. That means I can write 2 multiplied by 3, and denominators will come. 1 into 8 is 8, right? Then we saw how to cancel this, right? How we are cancelling it. We saw this as what is the factors of 8 in terms of 2. If I write 2 by 4 I can write. Then we cancelled. Then we cancelled this 2 and this 2. Then we got the answer as 3 by 4. So first, when we want to change a mixed number, so when you want to divide a whole number by mixed number, first thing we did is mixed number, change the mixed number into an improper fraction that you did right. And then this division sign, if you want to change, you have to change the division sign. That we change. If you are changing the division sign to multiplication sign, you have to change the second number, not the first number. First number we don't change. This guy will not change, he will stay as it is, so he will not change any time. Only this guy will change. The second number will change. The second number will change. First number will not change, he will stay as it is. So then multiplication and then solving. We have done dividing a mixed number by a fraction. Example is this. I'm not doing this, but I'm just showing dividing a mixed number, right? 2 by 8, let's say 1 by 8. Divide this number by a fraction, like 7 by 9, let's say, just example. So if you want to change that, first is that you did is this guy will change, right? This guy if you want to change, and then our fraction will change. That was this fraction will change. The reciprocal of that you have to get right. That means 2 8 by 1 by 8, and then multiplication means 9 by 7, right? This will change, and then you change this improper fraction, mixed number to improper fraction. So we divided division. For the division only we took the reciprocal, right? Reciprocal example is this number. Example is this number, right? Example is this number 5 by 7. If I want to divide by 3, multiplication changing, 3 will become 1 by 3. Okay, so 3 and 1 by 3 are two different numbers. This one you can take 1 into 5 is 5, divide by 7 into 3 is 21. This is the final answer. Final answer. We can't do anything else. If you ask me the values of this, here 3, if you take 3 is 3 only, no change. This guy 1.1 by 3 means it is about 0.3, right? Only I'm talking about this number and not anything else. I'm talking about this number is about 0.3. This 3 is 3. The value is different. So answer is 5 by 21, right? Can we do this question? Okay, I just read this question for you. The distance between two cities is 57.5 kilometers. 57.5 kilometers. A van spent 1 and 9 by 16 hours to travel from one city to the other, right? Between them, this much time have taken. If it took the same amount of time to travel each kilometer, find how many kilometers it traveled in an hour. Important things I'll just remind you here, or I'll just tell you. Question, you read full question and come to final part and read again and check what's the question is asking. Find how many kilometers it traveled in an hour, in 1 hour. How many kilometers it traveled in 1 kilometer is the question, right? Now check what's the question is saying, what's the information is given, right? Distance between two cities is 57.5 kilometers. Two cities, let's say here and here, right? Here and here. The distance is going to be, let's say, this is the two cities, right? City A and B. I have two distances between 2 kilometers is 57.5 kilometers, right? Distance between these two. For a van, a van spent 1 and some hours, 1 and 9 by 16 hours to travel from one city to another. So from here they started, it took this many hours to travel. Can someone say this number means 1 and 9 by 16 means, is it more than 1 or smaller than 1? I have a question, right? I have a question. Question is this one, 1 and 9 by 16. Answers I am giving, right answers is giving. This is greater than 2. That means more than 2. Right answer 1. Answer 2 I am giving equal to 2. Alright. Answer 3 I am giving less than 2. Means smaller than 2. Answer 3. Answer 4 also I am giving you not sure. Which one you'll choose? 1 and 9 by 16 means, right, it's something like this. 1.5 means, now you tell me 1.5, if you take 1, 2, 3, 4 questions, which one will be the answer? 1, 2, 3, 4. Which one will be the answer? 1.5. 1.5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Which is the answer for 1.5?
Less than 2.
Less than 2.
Less than 2.
Yeah, number 3, less than 2. 1.5 itself is telling us openly, I am smaller than 2. He's saying, right? 1.5 itself, he himself saying, I am smaller than 2. Please tell me I am smaller than 2. Don't tell I'm bigger than 2, right? He himself is pleading not to tell. Yes, correct. Less than 2. Same thing like that. Only is 9 by 16 means it's going to be 9 divided by 16 is going to be less than half, right? So it's also less than 2, smaller than 2. This is going to be like 9 by 16. If you want to divide and check, 9 by 6, 0.56. That means this answer is 1.56. 1.56. It's clearly 1.566, less than 2, smaller than 2, right? I just wanted to check what's in your minds. That's all, right? What's in your minds? Means 1 and 9 by 16 means 1 plus 9 by 16. 9 by 16 means exactly, if you check exactly, this is the guy 9 by 16 means, right? 9 by 16 means this is the guy, 0.56, smaller than 1, right? That is smaller than 1. If you add to that, so together it's less than 2, right? Okay. Now question is not this one. Small, big is not the issue, right? It's a different question, right? Now we have a different question. We went somewhere else. Distance between two cities, 57.5 kilometers. And it says a van spent 1 and this many hours. That means less than 2 hours, more than 1 hour, right? More than 1 hour. To be precise, 1.56 hours we found out, right? Hours to travel from one city to another city. So from here to here, it took this many hours. 2 hours, 100 kilometers. 1 hour, how many kilometers it would travel?
50 kilometers.
50 kilometers, yes, correct answer. How would you find that?
By dividing.
Yes, by dividing. 100 kilometer, that means distance divided by time taken. That means kilometer divided by hours. Now we have got the kilometers, 57.5, right? 57.5 is there. So first thing I will change the mixed fraction into improper fraction. 2 into 57 is 100. So if you want to change this division sign into multiplication, then you have to change the mixed fraction into an improper fraction that we will change here. That means 16 into 1, 16 into 1 is 16 plus 9 is 25 by 6. So 25 by 6, 25 by 16 will be there, right? And then the division sign stays as it is. And also we will change this also here, and then it will be easy for us. 57 and a half means it will work out for us. 57 into 2 is 114 plus 1 is 115 by 2. If you change this one into multiplication, what happens? That means we need to change the reciprocal of this one, we have to see. So it will become 16 by 25. Now we can try to solve this here. We can try to solve by 5 here. We will try to solve this one here, right? By 5. By 5, if I try that. So I'll be getting here 5 means this is 5. And this one is 22, 23, right? This one 2 and 16, right? 2 and 16. If I try, I'll be getting the answers as 8 and this one, right? 23 into 8 means 8 into 3 is 24. 8 into 2 is 16 by plus 2 is 18. So 184 by 5 I will be getting, right? 184 5 by 5, give in a mixed fraction. It would be nice for me to give in a mixed fraction. So it's going to be I'll just try to divide this. 184 divided by 5 means I'll be getting here 3 into 15, that means 3 remaining, right? 3 remaining. 34 means 6 means 35 into 6 is 30. So 4 will be remaining for me here. That is answer will be for me 36, right? And 4 is the remainder, 5 is the denominator there. So 5 divided, that will come as it is. So the answer for my question is, find how many kilometers it traveled in an hour. So I traveled 57 and a half kilometers in 1 and 9 by 16. So 1 hour it has traveled 36, and 1 hour it will travel 36 and 4 by 5 kilometers. Right, that's ending the class, and we will meet on the next class.